What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Vanilla Soup here, and today I got another story for you. I am so excited to tell you this story. I don't really want to fluff it up, so let's just jump into it. So today's story comes from when I was just a wee bob. I was very young, I was into the TCG craze of all kinds, and yeah, I still stick with Pokemon for the majority of the trading card game realm. But back then, I was really into two of them. I was really into Pokemon, and I was really into Yu-Gi-Oh! I had my Dark Magician action figure, and that's another story I could tell, actually. And I just loved the show, loved the cards, and it was just a match made in heaven. As a 9-year-old would tell you, the perfect woman. Looking back, I just know how cringy I was. But honestly, I was just in love with this character, Dark Magician Girl. She was just the coolest. She was very cute, she was super powerful, and she saved Yugi's butt on numerous occasions, especially on her first debut. But overall, she was just a little kid looking at that was like, wow. So as I just said, I was pretty obsessed with this character, and my friends and my family kind of knew that. They were like, oh, he likes this Dark Magician Girl. I mean, it wasn't totally weird. I liked both of them. But yeah, a lot of people around me knew that I liked these characters. And one day, my parents and a lot of my family actually went and did something. To tell you what, I couldn't. Like, I don't know what they were doing. So that left me, my brother Brady, and his best friend Jonathan. So we were all just kind of hanging out, watching some WWE probably. I don't know. We watched that a lot as kids. But we got onto the topic of Yu-Gi-Oh! And how Jonathan had just got a bunch of cards from Japan. And he said, oh, hey Kyle, you really like Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, right? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I do. Why? And he just says,
I got Dark Magician Girl. Holofoil in Japanese.
And little kid me was just,
What? Please, can I have it?
he said, oh, no. It's my card. Lay off, Pipsqueak. I mean, he was like 7 years older than me, so it made sense why he wouldn't want to give his really cool card to this, his friend's little brother. So we just kind of kept hanging out. I think we played a few games. My cards sucked. I didn't really have anything good. And then we had this little machine in our house. We called it the Glub Glub, but it was a water dispenser. It was just one of those where you refill with the giant jugs and then you can get hot or cold water straight from it. Really cool things. I kind of miss having that in the house. But we called it the Glub Glub. And he says, my brother's friend Jonathan, he says, hey Kyle, if you drink 20 cups of water within 30 seconds, I will give you my Dark Magician Girl. Now, I want you to keep in mind one thing. He didn't have these Japanese cards with him when we were playing. He only had his English cards, which would make sense because we only knew English. And if I remember correctly, Dark Magician Girl hadn't come out in English yet. So we were kind of just believing him for some odd reason. And I was willing to do anything to get that card. So when he said, hey, drink these 20 glasses of water, I was just all over. I'm like, water? That's healthy. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. And the cups weren't even that really large. The glasses themselves were maybe about this tall, maybe about this thick. That's what she said. And they weren't really anything large. Anyways, the glasses, they weren't very big, okay? And I was like, okay, yeah, no problem. That's easy. I'll do that, no problem. The time limit itself, that's what kind of was making me trip out. I didn't really know if I could, but I was gonna do it anyways, just because, I mean, hello, my anime girlfriend is waiting for me. I need to get her so she can be in my collection. That's just all there was to it. My prepubescent brain was just, get girl in card from drinking water. So I agreed to the challenge, okay? And it was really easy at the start. And let me tell you this, as time went on, time got much, much slower. The first two glasses, 1, 2, super easy. Around 6 or 7, I was like, oh man, okay. And I remember it was coming down to the wire. I remember like there being 5 glasses left with 5 seconds left. So I had to chug. So my brother's friend Jonathan, he said, okay, come on, hurry up. Yeah, I'm not going to give you a Dark Magician Girl. As soon as he said, I'm not going to give it to you, my whole purpose became clear. I was meant to be here at this moment. I was meant to get this card. I was meant to meet my fictitious girlfriend. Wow. I don't think I've even changed that much. So the last 5 glasses were super painful. I remember wanting to vomit so bad. I was chugging the last couple glasses, and I didn't make the time limit. I was like 3 seconds behind when I got to the last glass. And he's like, oh, well, no Dark Magician Girl. And I was like, you know what, Jonathan? I did this for love. And I will continue to do this for love. Don't test me. And I take that glass, and I just whoosh, chug it. Drop it on the table. I'm like, where's my Dark Magician Girl? And he said, dude, you didn't make the time limit. I'm not going to give you my card. You didn't keep your end of the deal. It was a challenge. It was a bet. You couldn't do it. And immediately, as soon as he said that, I just started feeling super nauseous. I just remember him saying, yeah, I'm not giving you my card. And like 2 seconds just went by. And I was like, and then just
Vomit!
everywhere. I puked up all the water. I puked up all of the dinner we had that night. Don't do that to yourself. Even in the name of love. Even in the name of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Don't do it. So, defeated, I was pretty certain that I would never get a Dark Magician Girl card because I didn't know single cards existed at that time. And I was like, well, we're never going to get it in America. I mean, you know, child mind, that's what I thought, you know. Until one day I was sitting in church, you know, my family was doing things that they do, and I wasn't really paying much attention. I was a kid, let's be honest. But after the first service ends, and we're all supposed to go to our classes and stuff, Jonathan comes up, and he sits by me. And to this day, I want to thank Jonathan for how much of a bro he is. Jonathan, if you're watching this, bro fist, man. Bro fist. Because Jonathan is a pretty cool guy. He sat down next to me, put his arm around me, all lovingly and stuff. Really cool. I looked up to Jonathan, and he pulls out of his shirt pocket, pulls out this card with the sleeve in the back, and I said, oh man, he's just rubbing it in. Ah, man. Here we go. I have to see the woman of my dreams with another man. And he said, Kyle, you know what? You earned this. You worked really hard. And I feel like he might have been a little bit overly profound. But I mean, he was a kid too, let's be real. He was only about 4 or 5, 6 years older than me. And so he just flips the card around so I can see the front. And it's her. The beauty. The magnificent. Dark Magician Girl. The heavens in that church just opened up. I saw the face of an angel. And it was on a 2x3 piece of cardboard. Dark Magician Girl! Yes! And then I'm like looking at the letters are all in Japanese, and I'm like, oh, can I read this maybe? This is pre-Google Translate, so I had no idea. I was just, come on, I gotta be able to know what she does so I can play her. And that was just an obsession that I was never going to figure out how to quench. But the holographic beauty, she was there in front of me. I was so excited. And I went home. I would love to say I still have that card, but I don't. I don't know where it went. Love is a fickle thing, my friends. Love comes and it goes. And sometimes it gets thrown out when you move out. Because that's adulthood, I guess. But I'll remember my first love. Dark Magician Girl. If you're out there, give your boy a holler. Alright guys, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, dislike the crap out of my videos. Please give me that interaction. Sweet, sweet sustenance for the fire of my channel. Anyways, guys, thank you again so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new. And until next time, I'll see you online. Vanilla Soup, out.